Ben and then Vince.
Dylan, what's it been like these first couple of days preparing for that A&M defensive front? Just what do you all see on tape of what they're able to do?
They're just a physical, talented group. We've been watching them, especially the previous game, to get as much film as we can. But, by far, SEC team, but really good up front. We feel like that's one of their strengths. So it's going to be a big battle on the offensive line of scrimmage.
You go out of your way to watch them this weekend?
I definitely watched the game. I didn't have much to do. We playing them, so it doesn't hurt to go pick up on their tendencies and watch that game.
Done two things, I'll ask them separately. One, what kind of opportunity without Bru does it present for you and some of the other running backs to be able to get out on the perimeter, split out, and get one-on-one and help the pass game?
I feel like that's something we've been trying to do all season. Anyway, I really don't know exactly what the plan is with that. We also have receivers that are capable enough, talented enough, of stepping up, and Caleb Webb, Chaz Nimrod, and they've been doing real good at practice. But this whole season, I feel like you've been slowly seeing us get out more involved in space. So, I feel like that was just the plan from the jump. So when the opportunity comes, we're going to capitalize.
And how much are you guys hearing from, seeing, talking to Bru McCoy now that he's out and trying to keep you guys pumped up and leading?
Oh yeah, he's doing a good job being present, as well as he can be, man. He's taking it better than anybody would in his situation, man. Like I said, true leader, true teammate, man. He's done so much for his team and continue doing it. He's still involved.
Casey.
The majority of games this season, you guys have produced over 200 rushing yards. What makes the trio of you, Jabari, and Jalen so effective?
We always got to give credit to the O-line and everybody else. They started, they're doing a good job straining. And then when you go into our running back room, it's just the mentality we choose to step on the field with. The mentality we put on when we put our cleats on at practice, is to be the best. Practice the best, play the best, and it's just that mentality. Like, first guy not going to bring us down, man. Like, there's no drop-off when you put either one of us in the game. And we give all for Tennessee every time we touch that field, so we want to be the best.
Vince.
When you're watching a game like you were talking about watching Texas A&M and Alabama last week, are you watching it like the way you would normally watch it, when you're studying and working? Or can you kind of detach yourself and be a fan when you're watching those situations?
You can, what I'm saying? But I feel like once you come into this space of, this level of play, you just watch football differently in general. You can be a fan, but it's like you're so critical and everything else, but pretty much y'all understand, just watching it with a keen eye, especially playing this team, watching linebacker tendencies, safety tendencies. It's just hard not to, be critical on everything they do, while still just sitting back enjoying the TV copy of the game. So, like, it's kind of like you're getting both sides of the, the world's looking at it like that.
Patrick.
So you guys are leading the SEC in rushing. Obviously, the running back room has a lot to do with that. You guys are getting the football handoffs and getting the throw to you as well. How much do you guys like carrying that kind of load of the offense and being sort of the tone setters of that type?
That's the mentality we want. Every time we take the field, we say it starts with us. And that's the truth. It starts with us and the O-line. Like, we get it going. It's a different team this year. Not bad, but it's a different team. And, our mentality is to do what we do to start the spark in the offense. And I feel like everybody, wants to be that person. You know what I'm saying? Receivers out on the perimeter. It's like, we're going to go out there and get this started. So that's our mentality as a whole room, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go out there and get this started. We're going to have no doubt every time we touch that ball, everything we do, no doubt when we leave that field that, you know what I'm saying, we're doing our part at a, high level.
Vince and Casey.
I know you guys probably been asked this before. What kind of impact did Cooper Mays have getting back in there and leading that offense from that center position?
Credit to the guys who stepped in from Ali Lane and Dane Davis. They did a good job stepping in while he was out. But man, Cooper's just, he's experienced. He's been a leader, man. And, obviously he's not at full, 100% because you need those game reps to get in that shape. But man, he just leads the charge. He doesn't second guess himself, man. It's just, everything starts with that O-line, man. And I can recall memories from last game where I think I had a couple big runs and, I know Coop's tired, but he's the first O-lineman set. We can't do anything to the center set, but like, the urgency he plays with, the way he leads that group, the way he leads everybody on his team, man, is big. And, we're obviously happy to have him back.
Do you ever miss being able to watch football without pulling apart every single play and just being able to sit back and enjoy it?
Yeah, sometimes. I can kind of watch NFL like that, but I don't watch NFL as much as I used to. I'm a big New Orleans Saints fan, so when I can catch the games, I'll just sit back and watch it as a fan. But I do miss just watching college football as like, not worried about having to play this team.
Last one, John.
Texas A&M recruits Louisiana a good bit. Do you have relationships with any of the guys that are with the Aggies now? What's it like? You've had a chance to play a lot of guys that you knew in high school so far this year. Does that enter your mind before the game? And how do you kind of go about finding those guys after? What is it like catching up with them post game?
I kind of don't really think about it before the game because, you know, we're breaking down so many key details, but definitely, you know, it's always fun, especially after the game, connecting with those guys. And I do know a couple guys on the defense at Texas A&M. They do have a lot of Louisiana kids, men on that team. So it's just fun going out there playing against people you knew, playing against people you played in high school. Just bring back those memories like, you know, backyard football.
Thanks, Dylan.